Hello everyone, this is my first ever video. I think I'm going to keep things pretty short since this is just meant to be like an introduction video to the channel. But the answer to the title is Ivy Mike, as you see in the channel name also. You'll have to forgive me for the mic quality. I'm using a SteelSeries Arctis 7 that I've had for like 2 years, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna commit too hard to the whole YouTuber thing just yet, but we'll see how it goes, and then maybe I might buy a new mic or something like that. So I came up with the name Ivy Mike from a video I watched about a year ago, the day before my 17th birthday, called The Scale of Mushroom Clouds by a YouTuber called Roho Fern. Basically, he compares the sizes of, you guessed it, mushroom clouds from various nuclear weapons tests. At some point, he was explaining the Ivy series of nuclear tests. I heard the name Ivy Mike, and I thought it sounded hard for some reason, so here we are. Now, my main inspirations for starting this channel are actually 3 other YouTubers, one of which actually has a big idea of my existence. 58MW, also known as EO58 on Twitch, I think, is a South Korean artist, too good to not post some of his artworks on social media. Like, it actually kind of pisses me off. Like, for some reason, he keeps insisting on keeping his masterpieces that he makes on his streams only viewable through the streams themselves. Like, you can't like go to Twitter or anything and like actually just look at the picture, which is like really sad because his work is so good. But yeah, that's him. Another South Korean artist who also streams is Dorajam, or Dorajam, however you want to pronounce it. Like 58NW himself, he's also a concept artist, and he draws like lots of the same things, and I think they're pretty similar in skill level, although if I had to say, I'd probably say that 58MW I think is probably the more skilled one between Dorajam or Dorajam. This last one is actually pretty kind of special to me. So TS person right here is my main inspiration for me to start this YouTube channel. He used to do open chat streams where he'd talk to no more than like 10 people at a time because he's pretty niche. Not unpopular, just niche, by the way. And I'm sure many others like me would also draw alongside him as well. A little parasocial, kind of, maybe a little bit, but it is actually how I do feel. It was very inspiring for me to see like someone moving in silence like that, just like day in and day out grinding like he does, because every artist like really agrees with that. Every artist has experienced something like that where they know that they'll make it one day, but they haven't quite yet made it, so all they can do is just work on their skills and hope for the best one day. So here's good luck to the both of us and all the other dreamers out there. I want this channel to primarily be an art channel where I talk about my various undertakings in trying to study and understand art, but I'm also working on some creative projects that I'm not going to tell you too much about just yet. Just know that it's basically a fan fiction of an underrated game series and that I do not have a release date. It'll come out when it's ready. Speaking of video games, I am quite partial to them. They're probably my second best hobby right after drawing. At the time I'm writing this, it's August 2nd, and the Battlefield 6 trailer just came out 2 days ago on July 31st. It looks sick, by the way. And there were like lots of dynamic shots in there with backgrounds that inspired me to like start drawing again, or to just choose like something instead of being stuck in like a decision-making process, because there are like lots of things I can focus on right now, and I just wasn't sure what to do. I mean, this summer has been pretty baller in terms of video games for me in general. I had Expedition 33, Ready or Not, Death Stranding 2, Armor Reforger on console with mods, and Doom the Dark Ages in my rotation. So I was very busy, still am. I mainly grew up playing first-person shooters like Call of Duty, and I think it reflects in my art because I like to draw guns and soldiers a lot. Now, under video games, it'd probably be anime and manga. Obviously, like if you look at my art, you can see that most, if not all of it, is heavily inspired by that like Eastern approach to art that's familiar in not just Japanese, but Chinese and Korean illustrations. I'm not the type to really have one definitive favorite of anything, but probably Frieren, Zeta Gundam, Gate, JSDF, Sakamoto Days, and Chainsaw Man are some of my most liked ones. その下が、確かに日本語を勉強するね。あんまり真剣に勉強するないと、趣味だけだから大丈夫よ。In terms of skill, I'd probably consider myself a lower-end intermediate tier artist. I started to take art seriously when I was 12, but I drew on and off before then. I started digital art when I was 14, and now I'm here at 18 years old. My drawings mostly consist of character pieces / people. I'm not too keen on doing backgrounds, but that is something that I want to consider doing for world-building projects and visual development and stuff. Illustrations tend to feel more complete when there's something in them besides characters. Now, I'll be attending college this year for cybersecurity, so I might not post that often because, I'll have my part-time job studying, any clubs I might join because I want to actually have a social life this year unlike high school. Regular old-fashioned drawing, and then, those creative projects that I told you about. And then finally this. Most of the traffic here will probably be just drawing streams, because I think when you end the stream, the file just uploads itself, which is extremely convenient.